Alright guys, a journey is beginning. This is the beginning of the White Oak tribe. Alright friends, we are on the trail, heading in. This is a little taste. We're gonna feel it out, vibe a little bit. I'm gonna do a little stop and go for now. We are literally the only ones in here. The gate opened on its own, and yeah, that's it. I don't think anybody arrives for another like 2 hours, so it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's beautiful in here, huh? Well, this is a little locked trail. I guess, what's that, a little hunting area? Something? I don't know. Oh, I see boats back there. They must got boats for the water too. Fish and game or whatever they're called. What is that in the tree? You did? Yeah. It's like a buoy, man. It's fucking all white, whatever it is. What is that? What is that? It's got feathers, whatever it is. Is it a white owl? Or is it like an egret hiding its head? That's cool.
Snow owl? It's moving his head.
It is now, yeah. I don't even see its head. That eagle was amazing. I'm trying to get a better look at it, but this brush is pretty thick. It might very well just be an egret or an owl. It's interesting. Where'd it go? He's over here. Too much stuff in the way. I was good with these binoculars. He gets a good eye on things, and then I like when you have the binoculars out. Yeah, it's helpful.
You can't see it.
You got bug spray on, right?
So it's just like trail over
Yeah,
there.
yeah, it is, definitely. That's
There's
what.
more than one trail, game trail.
I don't think this is. Yeah, I don't think this is man-made, but that's what I was seeing too. I'm glad you pointed right to where I was looking. Oh, there's an observatory trail. Oh, an observation. What does it say? An observation blind? That's I don't even know what that is. What's an observation blind? Oh, that's cool. Look at that. It's just like wood with like windows, so you can look out and like spot stuff. That's cool, huh?
Yeah.
I never seen anything like that. There must be like, that must be the
So the birds come up there.
Probably so, yeah. It must be like the eagle's nest, so you don't really startle them or whatever. That's badass. Or the osprey over there, whatever. Alright, guys. Let's cut it back on. If anything intriguing occurs. Alright, look at this, guys. This was, it looks like it was broke. Right there, that tree. But look at the way this one is. That one's broke. This one was snapped. Look at the way it's split, though. Must be one of those 5-foot tornadoes, you know? When everyone says it was the wind. You know? The wind only attacks 20 foot diameter. Yeah, look at how it's bent. Look at that, and it comes all the way this way.
Yeah.
Cool. You see that tree, the way it's... You see this one? You see how that tree does that L thing?
Yeah.
What's that called? A witch tree or something? Or an Indian tree? Sometimes I think they have somewhere like grown that way on purpose. I'm sure somebody in the chat will help because I just can't remember. So. Whoa, look. I mean, this is on trail. I don't know. It looks like a huge toe. That's the only thing that caught my attention was that, but it's hard to say. It's so quiet back here. Peaceful. So we're hugging the water. The water's on that side. That tree line is probably only about maybe 150 yards thick, you know, and then you hit water, and it's a massive. What is that? A river, I guess. So I was looking at it actually when I was looking at the times. Yeah. I know it's the big river, but then it looks like it comes into a cove and then into a bay, which spits into the Atlantic eventually. So it's pretty interesting, honestly. But yeah, that's one of the biggest rivers on the island. I didn't realize that. Here's another one of these. That's gonna be something we gotta do one day.
Yeah, you gotta get into it.
Just go in these, yeah.
Well, it gets too hot too, you know?
Yeah, they're all, I mean, they're literally trails, but why is it all public access as well?
Too much wildlife back there. We're afraid you're gonna get lost back there.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's
Back to the lawn.
well. Oh, look. So here's water in here too.
It's probably gonna be like that swampy area.
Wow. Yo, this is badass. So yeah. One day we'll do the backside of across the street, that big state park. One day we'll.
We have to go over the hill. You gotta go over it.
Yes. Yeah, we will. We definitely will. We're gonna have to do it like this. We're gonna have to come bright and early, before anybody's here. This is nuts. What a beautiful place, huh? I mean, we knew this place was gorgeous, but look back here. Like, this is... I'm just kind of hanging back because they made me wait for you, so they don't want me.
I was calls and tug here for now. Put stuff in my yard.
Are they still doing it?
Yeah.
Stick.
You gotta do a short one.
What, upside down?
Yeah, just stuck in there like how you in the frozen ground. How am I gonna get them out?
Right.
You know, it's like wood. You know, it's like I left it in there too for a good month. The landscape is kind of
It's like the sword and the stone in reverse.
Yeah, I don't think it'd fall from tree. Remember them two I showed you? That raisins,
No, I mean, it would have to fall from the Empire.
From the triple tree.
It'd have to fall from the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
To pierce through.
This much.
Yeah.
No way we could do it.
No, not in solid ground. Without breaking it too. That's interesting.
I kept it.
And they were putting stuff on your car too, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same exact stick.
You're right.
And that big handprint when we saw the deer, the doe, then we walked around that area. We saw that I had the handprint right on the back of the glass. Like you were telling us. You know,
I'm over here now.
Yeah. Play game.
I love that shit. It's amazing too, because you walk around the woods all day looking for them, and then they leave you shit on your car. Like, it's almost like you didn't have to go nowhere. I was over here. Wow, this is crazy. This is so big. When we looked at that map, and you were like, I didn't really comprehend it. I thought it was gonna be a quick loop. Oh look, this is a long loop. It's called. An additional mile. Okay, that's not too bad. So we could either cut across, or we could do the long loop. Feeling bold? We're gonna long loop it. All right, guys, I'll be back with the camera in a little bit. We got 11 minutes so far. We're doing good. Oh, 12 almost. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Trying to rile him up. Trying to get him all riled. Once in a while.
Once in a while. I know what they do it.
Seen a couple of glimpses, but nothing to the point of where they're like really locked in. Guys, if you're new here, or if you just haven't caught me say it yet, you where is that? Okay, never mind. You can zoom in if you're on a tablet or a cell phone and you go full screen. You can zoom in ×8. So, let's just say, I want to show you something back there, right? There's some peeled bark halfway up a tree about a quarter mile in, right back there. Right? If I wanted to see something if you wanted to see something a little closer, this is as far as I can go ×20. But you can go in closer. Or, if we're just out here like this, and you want to see something a little closer, you can.
Yeah.
So, straight in?
Oh yeah, baby.
Let me
That tree that goes across.
Tree that goes across.
A couple of dark spots all the way back there. That
Oh, okay, it's a tree that comes across. I got you, the leaner. Alright, let me look.
leaner.
Okay, I see that now.
To the right of that.
Okay. Oh, I see. Good job, buddy. Fuck yeah. Look. Excuse my mouth, but hell yeah. Look at that. Looks like there's a guy peeking right off the side. Good shit.
What is that?
I don't know.
Oh, hello.
I can't duck down anymore without doing the limbo.
Hello.
Hang on, let me try to sidestep. I know we're gonna lose it, but
Yeah.
Shit.
It becomes more dark now.
Oh, there it goes.
To the right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Oh, it's like it's in a weird position where I don't even know if that's the same thing. I don't think it is. It's tough.
That's how we always found them, from the dead tree, deadfall.
All right, I'm trying.
Looking over top of it.
Oh, here we go. This might be a little clearer.
We should dive in there.
I know. You know,
We used to go, let's go in. We the rascals through there.
I still do sometimes, but
Right.
when I learned that
Yeah, you can't.
when I learned that like it was kind of counterproductive, like if I know that they want me in there, I'll go. Like, but
I know. I used to be a little too much.
upstate is cool, like, but down here they do all the ground stuff. So I realized how much stuff we were stepping on. That's why we're getting dizzy half the time. We're in the Vale and we're just sitting in there like hanging out.
1 minute you're nauseous.
Yep.
You know, like you didn't eat in days or something. You know?
Yeah.
No water.
Yep. Instantly almost, yeah.
Then you come out, one of your eyes hurting like a headache.
Well, yeah, you like build tolerance, you know, to an extent. You start to build tolerance over time, because I remember when you first started coming out, we couldn't last long, and then after, you know, a few months, and you were just hanging and banging, like smiling, hanging out, climbing shit, gifting, like.
You know, there's a lot of it's
It happened.
It happened
to Billy. It happened to Billy like 2 days ago. He was live streaming it, and there was a whole bunch of them cloaked up, like where he was right up against the veil. He wasn't even in it yet, but he was right up against it, and he started getting all like, you know what I mean, that feeling starts to get like all like distorted.
I just get out alone. I got so nervous I had to turn right back to the truck. I don't know why.
Yep.
I walk in the worst neighborhoods in New York City, Bethesda,
Yeah.
Harlem.
Yeah.
No problem. You go there.
I know. Look at that, you're right. Huge bend. A little tiny tree, but a huge bend. Why are all these marked anyway?
Something's up. Like Bill points everything out.
Yeah. Well, he's getting comfortable. I like it. That's good to see. I like seeing it. If you guys haven't seen Merrill and Squatch Watch yet, go check out my brother. He's really coming into his own. It's a beautiful thing to watch. It's a nice little bench out here. Maybe they're just clearing the spot out, but look, it don't.
I know.
It looks like they're cutting it because it's getting tossed around. Why are these red? These are red. Those are orange. Those are like orange. It's weird. I mean, they're gorgeous trees, and they're gonna just cut them down. Out of here. Let's see if this is Stumpy. Oh. Looked like a pronounced brow for a minute. Let's go in the back. I was drawn to that for some reason. I was just wondering why. Alright, I'm not picking up on much. I'm really just kind of along for the ride today, guys. Yeah, look at those back there, Rob. See those? Do you see how shredded those two that they're still standing? But they are shredded, bro. Look at that. Those are shredded. Like toothpicks. There's two of them in a row that are just, they look like they've just been like, it almost looks like something just kicked the base of it and it just like exploded. That is wild. Jeez. I guarantee you there was a bunch of veil shit here, like connected, you know what I mean? Bunch of structures, all sorts of stuff. They were active here, so they started hacking it down. Why would you just chop up some trees and not the rest? Look at this trail. This is tempting.
Yes.
Alright.
All you.
No, this is all you, buddy.
I can tell by this little leader right here. They want you to come in.
Where? Okay. Alright, I could dig it. I can promise you, they ain't talking to me today. They banging on my head for freaking forever trying to get you to come here. For those of you who don't know, this is a little bit of a hike, so, well, alright. I don't know if it's just a Long Island thing or a New York thing or whatever, but when you hear me say it's a little bit of a hike, that means drive. We're on a clear trail right now. It's clearly a game trail at least. At the least. Very, very pronounced. So I'm looking down, kind of looking around, watch where I'm going, but I'm aiming you guys into the bush. That's the water right there. You can see it's not far away at all. That's a short tree line to the water. Yeah, look at this. They came in here and chopped this up. Somebody's disconnecting their connection and making a point of it. So sorry, my friends. I'm gonna gift back here to make amends for all this destruction. Oh, man down. That water bottle's seen the ground more than it's seen your mouth. Okay. Alright, so what I usually like to do with you guys when I do gifting is I don't even know what I brought today. But I'll kind of include everyone. Alright, let's do this. This is probably a better view for you guys. Oh, okay. So I brought them garlic. That helps them with the bugs. It serves a few purposes. Keeps the bugs off them in a natural way. I'm gonna take off the tags, plastic part. I'll leave the netting in case they want that. I think I'll hang this up. Stay, bag, stay. I'm not very small. It's compact in a good way. This might be a huge print right here in front of him. Wow. That is interesting. Let's see what I can do here. That ain't gonna work. Let's try this. Nope. Okay. Trial and error, trial and error. You bring gifts or you need some?
I got this.
Okay.
Got my fruit though.
Forgot?
I brought little bars, but I had
Yeah.
fruit.
Yeah. Give him a banana. I got a few. Sorry for all this destruction, my friends. There are some of us that aren't into this kind of behavior.
I'll leave a little tobacco too, right? Little cigarettes.
Yeah, if you got it. It never hurts.
Enjoy them with one.
Last time I did, I got it from the. I got some tobacco from the res and had it blessed, or however you want to say it. Alright guys. So there's garlic in the tree. Nana over there. Rob's got a little stump going. Nice spot. Oh, that's a good idea.
Banana there?
Oh, banana over there? You know what I usually do? I rip off the filter.
Yeah.
I just leave the stick. See, look, this is confirmation, bro. Like, they haven't got to this part yet. Like, this was broke at the base. That was broke to go into it. This one, you know what I mean? I guarantee you this was all a beautiful, beautiful veil spot. Huge ground, or maybe it was up in the air, and that's why they had to knock it down. Because it's right off trail. People start looking at it, then people start processing it, and then out of sight, out of mind. If you never see it, you can't really register it. That's why people always say, oh, I don't have anything by me. I never seen that. Check on the ground. Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off the trail we go. Bam, bam, bing, bing, bada, bang, boom, boom, hi-ho, what? This is a whole tree. This laying here. Going up and barely touching that, but it's touching that. See that? Sometimes it's very subtle. And sometimes it's just, I mean, that's not really possible for that to land there, but sometimes it is. It's just something fell out, a big tree branch fell down and it landed. But a lot of times it's not. Like that, what's Rob on? Rob is on the money right now, look. So this is one that they haven't gotten to yet, right? Huge break comes down, huge bend going into that one. And what's he on? Oh, look at what it's holding it down. That thing's floating. See it? It's floating to hold it up. I mean, to hold it there. It's not a huge tree, but I mean, you try and bend that. You try and grab that tree like that and bend it down there. I promise you. I've tried a couple. And it ain't an easy task. It's about a 10-foot tree. And it's bent at about halfway up, maybe 4 or 5 foot up. It's really impressive shit when you look at it. When you really let go and really embrace it, it's really a beautiful thing. You see that thing? You see that tree laying up there? There's a whole tree laying. Look at that. Up there. You didn't see it yet. There it is. Yeah. Bro, that thing is laid in there across the top of other trees. How is that? Oh, it broke off this one. So that's a case where it could have maybe broke off of there because it was an old tree and landed, but that's tough, man. That's tough for it to come from that high, come crashing down and not hit the ground. I'm not saying it's impossible. It is very possible. Whew. All right. But these are things that I look at, right? We always see these bald trees. They're always ripped out from the roots. We're gonna double back real quick. I'm looking at the ground under that leaner. Right around that leaner. I see maybe daytime eyes shining in the back on the top left over that white tree. It's close together if it is. Alright, I don't want to separate from him. Someone could screenshot this. Feels important. Sounds like something's walking behind me. Oh, it's this tree. It's not even that one. It's this one. It just broke and that's wild. Look at how it landed in the fork of that tree. We got birds flying over. Yeah. It's odd how they're circling us, right? Maybe. Or they're just an eye in the sky for the sass. Look at that. That's a healthy tree to be knocked over. And that thing is healthy. Look how green that is still. Look at that. I love this. Look at the color that comes up now, right? Oh man, jeez. Oh. It ain't me really, but honestly, I just made a purchase I couldn't afford. That's all.
So enjoyable to watch, though. No?
Oh yeah, well it's better. That's what like. As much as I use it, you might as well go with what's the best thing. You know, the best camera that's out to offer. I mean, a lot of people use other cameras, but this one, I use the phone. That's all I ever use, really. It works for me. It's right there. I don't have to do nothing. Oh yeah, well, that's true too. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Sun's up now. What do you think? About 7:15? Yeah, maybe 7:30. Maybe. 7:18. All right. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, good. It's kind of sad that well, it's not sad, but it's that I could tell from where the sun is. People, I don't wear a watch. Let's look at this. The Marsh Overlook. Oh, I'm overlooking here now. See, they don't tell you that. They just say, oh, it's another mile. They don't tell you there's a nice little overlook. Feels like it's more than a mile, though, already. Well, maybe I'm just slacking. I'll tell you, this place, they put a lot of work into it. They didn't go cheap on it. And nobody comes here. It's sad. Such a beautiful place. Oh, there it is. That's the osprey. There's the osprey. Hey, buddy. Yes. What good timing, man. I was literally going to say, I hope we see an osprey or an eagle. I was looking at this and I was like, oh, that's a good spot for them to perch up. He's actively hunting. Or he or she. They're actively hunting. Alright guys, we're going to do stop and go again, and this is a stop point. I hope you're enjoying so far. I'll be back in a little bit. To you, it'll feel like this. We're back, see that? So what's Swan Lake? He's got the white birch.
Yeah, he's got a
white birch tribe or something. So this is the white oak tribe, which is what they're calling them. So.
And the mud patch.
That is cool.
He's got a couple of colors.
Yeah, very. You know, I like it because that's like something. Whoa, that shadow is huge. There he is, over there. Yeah, he does original stuff, which I respect.
Yeah, no, you turned me on to him.
I did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to. Well, you know me.
Yeah, you shout out. I jump
if I see somebody doing legit shit, you know, I'm gonna try to
point. Puts time into it too.
Does, yes.
He enjoys it. He's been seeing him and his mom for a while, you know.
He edits too, which is good. He makes it look good. I don't know how to do that. I could figure it out. I just don't.
You're different. You're out in the field. You boots on the ground. He does both.
Yeah, I could figure it out. I just don't care to. You did?
Disappeared now. If it went down or what?
Camping with Sasquatch helps me out. Him or Brian, Montauk is Strange. They help me out sometimes with editing. If I really need something, I'd just be like, hey, like with Camp with Sasquatch, I had a bunch of shorts from TP Village, and I was like, look, man, I was like a mess that day. I got a bunch of shorts. I want to like piece them together. And I was like, I don't know if you could do it. Like, he's like, yeah, send them. So, like 5 minutes later, they were all pieced together. Oh, come here. Something was hauling ass, bro, on 2 legs. There it go. Oh, it's a swan that time. Something was hauling ass on 2 legs. I caught it right through the gap. He would have went, he was going that way. He, she, whatever was going that way. Like, hang on. I caught it in between the gap and it was going that way. I felt like I should have zoomed in too and I didn't do it. It would have been really fast anyway, but. Did you hear that? Can you hear that? Off to our right. See, these are fresh. And even still, somebody chopped this one that came across trail. But look at the way this comes into it. This bends into it. Then there's that short. There's a short one in the back that goes and bends into it. Then that snap comes into it. See what I'm saying? It's not an accident that this bends into it, that's snapped to touch it, and that's bent into it. It's not an accident. You hear that? Every time we start walking, something's like, whoa, 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 whoa. You ever hear like when like a 18-wheeler slows down?
Yeah.
And it, you know, it's like it makes, that's kind of what it sounds like, but it's like, look at that tree, huh? Grows just straight up and sideways. This is cool. Now we're hugging the water, which I like.
Yeah, we were way out.
I could see why they like this area.
They were coming from the other. There's a whole other loop on the other one. We have to try.
There's your glyph right there.
Yeah.
Last night it was good. I was on pork and beans. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, those guys are so informative. And then they had on she squatchers, which they were cool as hell too. Bam, 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 bam. What a beautiful little, man, it's just perfect. Look at this. They got another little bridge going out here. A little observatory. Observation, whatever. There's so many signs. I'm not going to stop and point them all out, guys. You know what to look for. Thank you all who've been doing the timestamps like mad men or mad women. Appreciate you. How you doing? You all right?
Good.
Look, it's a binocular spot.
Perfect.
Got your binocs. Wow. Take a picture of this one. For the troll who says there's no woods on Long Island.
You had one last night.
Yeah.
What was that guy?
I don't know. I mean, I do know, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I know who it
I
is.
figured you did.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna say his name because that gives him.
Yeah, you don't need it.
I don't. Yeah, I know what I'm dealing with. He's being handled. Shit, I can't even see that way. Look at those big birds out there, you know.
You see that wood line down there?
Yeah, I'm gonna get to it definitely. What do you see? Something?
Well, just browse it because
It's interesting, right?
very
That particular.
you'll snap the pictures through there. You'll probably pop some stuff up.
Well, that's one of my favorite things to do is sit like at like a little river or one of the other lakes, like Owl Pond or whatever, and kind of look across. Cause that's a natural.
Yeah.
It's a natural divide that like they're comfortable with, and they could study you at a distance, and you could kind of, you know what I mean? There's no.
Sure, they can see well.
Very. Oh yeah. An eagle, like eagle eye, is an understatement. I'm glad we stepped out onto this one. And this just shows how like small we are in retrospect. Like this little tiny spot and all of that. And then people are like, they're not out there. Like there's people everywhere. There's nobody here.
They're probably out clamming at night.
But that's their favorite, man. They've shown me that. Right? The mussels.
Yeah.
They always leave the clams everywhere.
They love that.
That's their favorite, mollusks, for sure. And then look at this trail right across. Look at this highway. Right across the street. Boom. Beautiful. This is super cool, man. I'm glad we did this. I'm glad we waited that out instead of just popping in somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because we were way ahead of them. Alright. Alright, friends. We'll be back in a little bit. To you, it'll seem like this. Well, this area is closed, guys, right? And we've been seeing this here and there. And everywhere that we find to be like the most intriguing, that looks promising, right? We were talking about that tree line over there. So, like, this is a... Look at this. It's not a trail people travel, clearly, right? You can't. But look at how pronounced it is. So, we see this really, really often. These off-limits areas in public places. To us, that screams Sasquatch area. And they just try to keep people out with a little bit of sign, which I'm sure majority of people abide by. And we're going to abide by it today, too, but... We have our eye on a couple of spots. We'll be back. And we'll be back in a little bit. But to you, it'll seem like this. Alright guys, so seeing a lot of signs off the trail. What is that? What is that? Do you see it?
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know yet.
Somebody? Or it's wobbling like side.
It's a swan. Good look at it on my phone. It's a swan walking on the trail.
Oh boy, ew.
What are the odds of that shit, bro?
Huh.
Interesting, no?
Yeah.
You don't see that too often.
There's one went down the
He's
trail.
huge.
Huh.
It's a big... Why is he all the way over here?
Yeah, big ass.
He's huge. I thought it was walking towards us at first. Anyway, I was looking at this tree. This tree was intriguing to me.
Like a bionic guy.
What the Oh, I forgot to say. Oh, we're back. Yeah, I'm gonna stop doing it. I'm just clowning. Trying to keep myself entertained over here.
Oh, we have to.
Yeah.
We have fun out here.
I was just saying to Rob, like, you know, I try to keep myself entertained when I'm doing this, like especially by myself, because it's like you're out here talking to yourself, but you know, I know what's gonna happen after.
I'm yelling on the outside too. I'm here, Mike.
Yeah.
I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I'm hanging with you, bro. I'm not leaving you behind.
Somebody requested you recently, actually. They were like, "What? You know, I really like your walks and blah blah blah, but whatever happened to Rob? You know, why didn't he come out? I really want to see him again." I said, you know, more or less it was conflicting schedules, and you know, I was upstate.
You were up a lot.
Yeah, well, I know, but you know, I said we are in contact constantly, and we try to make things work, but I promised that you would be back soon. So here he is.
Yeah,
He's over here.
Once you get the groove, it's like you can't. It's so addictive.
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh, and you know what? It's so weird. And, like you can't tell nobody, but people who know.
I know.
All I think about 24/7.
Because it's not just an average hike anymore.
I just have the picture in my face.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
I know. You ain't gotta tell me. I'm listening though. There are people listening because you're just, you know, you're another person talking. They hear me every day, so it's great for them. I'm sure people like to hear a different side to it.
And the stuff that happens when you connect with each other.
So what is?
I don't know if it's spiritual.
Oh, this is called a field overlook.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah. Oh, so okay. Maybe that's. I don't know, bro. Look at that thing.
You're still going.
It's huge.
What is he looking for? He's doing the trail too, Mike. Come on.
I don't know, man. I've never seen nothing like that. Not like that. I mean, I guess, but then again, like, he probably has this place to himself all the time.
He loves the trail too, though. It's easy walking. This goes forever along the whole.
I know, and but that's what we were just showing too. Is over there that how far out that goes, and then it literally. Once you leave Long Island too, I don't think people ever really pay attention, but if you even look at like Fire Island on the other side, like on the south, if you look at all the islands, there are hundreds, maybe thousands of islands, right? You ever seen that?
Yeah.
Those little small, and they're not small, but they're not huge like this, but they're like hundreds of yards, and there's thousands of them.
Overloaded with deer.
Oh, that's it. They're full of deer.
You wouldn't believe.
Full of deer. That's when you see them.
The biggest thing we have on the island, you would say, Mike, would be foxes.
Well, wait a minute.
Right?
Large?
No coyotes.
Yeah, whitetail is the biggest.
Well, the biggest, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, and
but
then
otherwise,
that's...
foxes.
Yeah, and that's it.
And you see them out in the field?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And they make a good amount of noise sometimes, but, you know, most of them are very silent because they're suburban fox.
We have raccoons, possums.
Yes.
Which I have right around the house. A lot of rabbits. All around my house, I have a lot of rabbits.
Right.
Birds, unbelievable, every kind. Now, what else you would say? Well, you know there's Sasquatch. And you know there's some different entities too, of human experience, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a cryptid paradise.
Yeah.
There's no predators.
And another thing Robin mentioned is you could take, I was trying to get it, to ask her on last night, but she didn't get it.
I can get
Why we get a lot of them hang on you, like the pictures I've got a lot of them, you got of me?
Yeah.
With them hanging on us.
Right. Oh, she mentioned it?
Yeah, she did.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I just call them riders. I don't know what the hell they're called.
I like that too.
It reminds me of like when you see a whale or a shark and those little fish are sucking on them. Almost like the plecos that you have in a fish tank. You get them because they eat the algae. Like something like that. It's just catching a ride, you know? It's just attaching you to catch a ride somewhere or whatever.
But it's just, you don't see them until you photo them. It's odd,
Well, that's their job.
Well, maybe we just can't see them.
Yeah, well, that's their job too, is to stay out of sight, you know?
But yeah, she was saying too, you can see them pixeled. She had some good pictures she showed. Of them pixeled,
Mm-hmm.
Almost like the predator, how it does that.
Well, remember that thing you caught?
Yeah.
That small thing running?
Yes.
And then we saw it the next day on camera again. I went back to the same spot and it was there again. So whatever that was about 2 foot tall.
I was gonna say 2 to 3, yes.
And it was hauling ass, you know?
Yep.
There's nothing 2 foot that can run that fast, period. And it was cloaked like the predator. Like very translucent, like almost like liquid, and there he is, the swan. That's so weird. Yeah.
You're so odd that he'd be in between.
I don't know what it's doing.
Maybe he's having a little baby or something.
Yeah, it could be a female.
It
could be a female. Who knows? Maybe she just came in here. I don't know. I don't really, swans got to do something. I don't really know the life of a swan like that. All right, guys. Well, we found out what he's doing. Oh shit! Now I'm seeing something on trail again at the very end. Unless it's just like a 2-legged tree. Do you see that?
Yeah, what is it? It's small, whatever.
Yeah, that's pareidolia.
You don't think that's like a elf or something?
No.
Is it moving?
No, it's not pieced together, so that's it's just the way it looks.
Center screen, right?
Yep, yeah. Yep. That's it could have been cool, but
It's like a short Indian.
right, yeah. As I could see it in my eyes, it's definitely just like as we're walking I could see that it's like becoming one. I don't know. Something big stepped here. So when I step on that, nothing happens to it, but something stepped on it and shredded it. Looks like it might have stepped there and crushed into here too. I'm gonna zoom in and see if they can. You hear it? They're talking, whatever it is. Geese? Something's crashing. Sound carries, so that could very well be. Yeah.
So you have to fly over back there. There's something looks back there, maybe a little bush or something.
I don't know. No, the water. It could be. Very well could be. But I don't know.
Maybe little pockets or something.
I have to look at an overlay of this area. I was surprised by it when I just looked at it when we were stuck outside, and I was looking up the map to find the times at the gate. I was surprised by the.
I believe it. You just said the gate's open.
Oh, that's yeah. Well, I was like, I could only hope, right?
You in the money.
Yeah, it was a few minutes late.
Yeah, that's okay.
Because I've been here. I've pulled in here at 6:30, and that gate was
The
open.
wind must have blew this thing right around this tree.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The wind sucked it around. Yeah. Sure. It was a whole tornado right there. Just that. You gotta love that shit. I love it.
Oh, they love it out here. They got fish. They love fish. You know, on the island here. This spot must be. What do you think they? Well,
Now
for the South Shore, this is.
I know why we're back
Nice.
here now. I mean, look
See how
at this.
flat this is compared when you take me to the North Shore. North
Yeah.
Shore's hilly.
Right. It's
Rocky.
a lot more work.
This is
Yeah.
all. What we got to do?
Usually I don't like the South Shore, but when we come out this far, I like it. It's my favorite. You know what I mean?
You never see this flat when you take me to the North Shore over there.
No.
What do you got? The
No, not really.
what is it with the Saga, Chautauqua?
Yeah.
That's the North Shore, right?
It's kind of in the middle. Yeah.
Middle,
I mean, that's like right by the house.
Right. I noticed you going to the big guy that's in that area, in that field. The fields of little pines, they look like
Yes,
they're
yep.
laying down
Yeah,
there.
well,
Up there a lot, local.
I was, yeah. I was. If I'm doing something over there, I try to.
Oh, I got you.
I try to go where they like show me the activity's gonna be. You know what I mean? So, like, I wasn't gonna go to Bamboo the other night. It was getting late. I was gonna go somewhere. I was gonna go to the, up the block tribe, like right there on the corner, and then I was like, I kept getting shown that area. I'm like, all right, fine. I didn't know I was gonna bump into that white thing. I had no idea that was coming. That scared the shit out of me for a minute. For me to not finish my walk, like...
Yeah, you gotta start doing right around,
Yeah, well, I knew I had to go past them. I didn't want to exit out the other way or anywhere else, because first of all, I would have had to go and I would have had the longest way around ever. For a minute, I was like, I'm gonna bust through like somebody's backyard somewhere or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go back past that thing, but I was like, I can't really show fear, and I gotta put the trust in. They put trust in me. I gotta put it back there.
Guys are rolling around, bro.
It was wild, bro. I mean, I've seen it before, but not the white. Like the white is what really just, I don't know, it had me stuck on stupid. I'll say that much. How's the backside look? Yeah, it hasn't been there that long. What we got?
Yeah.
What do we got here? Let's see what we got. There. What the hell? Fate. Fae Festival? I don't know if that's my own thoughts or something just put that there.
Yeah, where'd that come from?
Fae Festival. I have no idea. It's not like something I'd expect to cross my mind. Here's another closed area. And then it goes off that way too, and you can't see that without going off trail. So, yeah, you know what it is. Bugs are attacking me. I don't know why they just now. Yeah, I don't know why it just started. They get me on my face and my hands. The only two spots that ain't covered in bug spray or clothes. Alright, guys. I'm gonna figure out which way we're gonna go, what we're gonna do, how we're gonna do it.
I guess we'll hit the two
I'll be back
on the way out. I'll leave the rest of my bars.
Okay. Oh, that's a ways off.
This might dump us further down, right?
Once again, we step upon another spot that is off limits. So we're gonna continue down. There's a couple different trails, but we're gonna take the long way down. Be right back. This is all hacked up in here too, huh? This probably came across trail. It definitely did, obviously. I think we've been down this one a little bit, right?
Yeah, I think we saw it and then it seemed thinner.
Was it?
Oh no,
It was
it
snowing.
filled out. That's why.
Was it snowing or something? I feel like maybe.
No, is that you know it was in summer because it was so tight.
Yeah. There was something weird going on. I can't remember what the hell was going on.
Oh yeah, I think we got bad fields and we went back here and turned around.
Something red.
I think we were worn out from base camp or something.
Oh, that's probably the case, yeah.
Readiness.
I felt like something red was happening. Maybe there was somebody in a red outfit, or maybe.
I think we did run into somebody, didn't we?
Yeah, I can't remember. I do too much of
Sounded
this.
like a blood. I know
Yeah.
it's very filled in though.
There's another white rock there. What are these, bird feeders or bat feeders? Like bats. Is that for bats or birds? That's not a that's not a bat one, right? I think the bat ones are more flat. I think the bat ones are flat or something like that. They're like, you ever seen those? They're weird. They're like little bat houses. I don't know. It's weird.
So open, doesn't it?
I know. That's weird how that brush stops there
Yeah.
and goes and veers off.
Look at
It's really
there was so much fuller last
something. Yeah.
something.
Maybe we never made it back to. No, we did. We had to, because I remember that's.
First trail we hit, and then we were like, whoa.
I remember because we got there, I think, at the end. Yeah, this is a lot different. I'm surprised.
You walk a lot up hills, down hills. I watch you there. We're tired watching this.
It's exhausting.
Like he's doing it.
It's exhausting.
Yeah.
It's good though. I mean, it's good for me. You don't have to go that far to do this shit. You know what I mean? You don't have to go far at all. We know that, but
Yeah. Now there's somewhere in Nassau you were talking about. What was that? I'm trying to think. I've been to a lot of places.
hang on.
The cover bars.